Started from the bottom, now I'm climbing to the skies. From the ghetto to the mansion where money never lies. Turn and change the cheddar, it's my natural endeavor. Stacks getting fatter, I'm getting better than ever. Betting on fights, I'm the king of the ring. Flipping coins to dollars, it's my new favorite thing. Props and parlays got the game on my side. Turn $5 into big money worldwide. Used to count every penny, struggle was relentless, but now I'm on a mission, breaking down all the fences. I'm on top of the world, I'm stopping this ascent. My rise to fame, my journey from the pits.
And what's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Golden Octagon. My name is Matt, and welcome to Change to Cheddar, my Friday post-weigh-in pre-fight betting show. We're going to run through every single fight from prelims all the way up to the main card. Midway through the show, I'm going to give you all of the bets, or a few bets that I have for this week. Not this many, not too many this week, because it's kind of not the best week, to be honest. And then at the end of the show, I'm going to give you guys the fight to pick for the members predict the fight. And we've got some cards to give away if one of you guys can predict it correctly. So with that being said, I appreciate all of you guys for stopping by here, hanging out with your boy Matt tonight. Yeah, there's a lot of news happened since the last time I seen you guys on a Wednesday night. So new segment on the podcast will be popping this upcoming week. But with that being said, if you guys don't mind, please hit that thumbs up button. And let's go ahead and shout out the chat. Probably not too many of you in here. I know the NBA finals are going on, so I do know. Austin, I appreciate you stopping by tonight, Austin. We made it to the weekend, boys. Here's to another Golden Friday. I agree, Austin. I appreciate you stopping by tonight, brother. We got Daniel Aker in here with the LFG. I appreciate you stopping by tonight, Daniel. And D Hunt. What's going on, D Hunt? I also appreciate you stopping by tonight, brother. And that's all we got. All we got is 3. Oh, well, Austin pops in here as well. What is NBA? Yeah, I gotcha. All right, you guys. So with that being said, let me share my screen, and then we'll go ahead and jump into the first fight of the night. And while my screen is getting pulled up, I will let you guys know. So we were expecting 13 fights on this card. 2 of the fights are now gone because Ikram Aliskerov is now going to be fighting Robert Whittaker in the main event next week. And Tagir Ulanbekov missed weight by like 4.5 pounds, 3.5 pounds. And that fight is off with Josh Van. I was really looking forward to that one. So 2 out of our 13 fights are off. So we only have 11 fights to go. Yeah, so hopefully there's some decent ones. They do start super late. So I think they're trying to cater to the Tatsuro Taira, him being Japanese. So they're trying to cater to the Asian market for this fight night, if you will. So not the best bunch of fights to be waiting up late at night for. But with that being said, I'm going to give you guys the best reads that I possibly have for these fights. Yeah, and then we'll just go from there. What's going on, Lens the Rock? How you doing tonight, brother? And Josh Van can't catch a break. I feel you, Al. I feel you. So first fight of the night, we do have Julia Palostri taking on Josephine. Oh, we got 2 pictures of Julia Palostri there. Taking on Josephine Thunder Knudsen. Yeah, I'm surprised this fight's odds are as close as they are, to be honest. And Julia Palostri getting some love this week because I am definitely a fan of Josephine Thunder Knudsen. You just look at her, pretty much the 2 fights that we've seen her in. Just look at her last fight against Marnik Mann. She beat the absolute brakes off of Marnik Mann. I know Marnik Mann's not the best in the world, but just doing that to any female that's tough. And we saw her cardio last 3 rounds. Trains at All-Stars with the Hamzat team, so she's under good coaching. Currently odds for this fight, Josephine Knudsen -200, Julia Pelostri plus 168. This fight scares me because I don't think Julia Pelostri, we don't know if she's UFC level yet. So Josephine might just come in here and just beat the brakes off of Julia and ends up, TKO round 2 or something like that. But the way I'm personally going is Josephine Knudsen to win this fight, 3 or decision. And you can get odds on that minus 130. I think that's a very solid parlay piece, and I definitely do have that parlayed up. I also do have Josephine Knudsen parlayed up as well. But yeah, Josephine 3 or decision is the way I'm going here. Let's go Thunder, baby. So let's get the next one ready, and we'll see if you guys got anything to say about this one. What's going on, Silent Six? Just popping in to show some love. Firm handshakes all around, gentlemen. Now back to work for me. I appreciate you stopping by, Silent Six. What's going on, brother? Well, hopefully you don't get in trouble for popping in here at work, man. We got Daniel Aker giving the handshakes back to Silent Six. So we'll move on to the next one. We got Shailin Nordenbecky taking on Mazikiel Melky Costa. And yeah, Melky Costa looks like he got married up there, showing his ring off. Yeah, always coming in there, cool hair. It looks like he's kind of taking the Sean O'Malley approach, if you will, wearing the 70s vibe colored glasses, doing the rainbow hair. I don't want to say he's biting, but, at least noticeable, if you will. We'll take a look at the face-off real quick. Melky Costa's clearly the taller guy. Shailin Nordenbecky's clearly the more jacked guy, if you will. But currently odds for this fight, minus 196 for Melky Costa and plus 164 for Shailin Nordenbecky. D Rose from earlier in the week on the podcast, he went Shailin Nordenbecky here, but I personally just think Melk's got the size and the striking advantage over him. And if it goes to the ground, to be honest, I'm not saying he's the better wrestler, but if there's one fighter going to sub the other one, Melky Costa, in my opinion, would submit Shailin Nordenbecky here. So Shailin's only path to victory, in my opinion, is a decision win. So Melk has more chance of the win all around. And I've kind of seen Shailin maybe be huffing and puffing in the third. I know Melk has as well, but that was against, great fighters. So I'm not saying the best fighters in the world, but, fighters that have a gas tank. So I don't have the strongest read on this fight, but I am going to go Melky Costa once again, 3 or decision, and you can get that at plus 125 on FanDuel right now. So Melky Costa, 3 or decision, but most likely via decision. So yeah, just look at the size difference of the two guys. Yeah, I'm not convinced that Melk can't sub him in round 3. Yeah, that's why I played that 3 or decision. Yeah, Melk 3 or decision is where I'm going there. So we'll put Weston Wilson up there, and we'll see if there's anyone saying anything. We got Sugar Sharp popping in. What's going on, Sugar Sharp? Hopefully you are having a fantastic Friday night, my guy. Yeah. So up next, we've got Weston Wilson. He is going to be taking on Jekka Saragi. This is going to be a fun fight. Probably one of my strongest reads on this card because I don't know how else to say it besides Weston Wilson is ass. I mean, he has this karate stance, trains with Wonder Boy, but absolutely no striking offense or defense. He just gets blasted in the face. He only wins by subs. That's the only way. He'll submit you, and that's it. And he has no way to get it there. So, yeah, I'm not going to overthink this one. Give me Jekka Saragi to absolutely blast the shit out of Weston Wilson in the first round. Knock him out. Currently odds for this fight, minus 350 Jekka Saragi, plus 280 Weston Wilson. But as I said, I'm going round 1 knockout Jekka Saragi. That's itself minus 110. But if you want to cover yourself, just be a little bit safe in case he decides to, submit Weston Wilson. I don't mind Jekka Saragi round 1 or 2 at minus 210. I think that's a solid parlay piece, and I do have it parlayed up. So we'll move on to the next one. If you guys don't have anything to say about this terrible fight, Wilson just looks happy to be there. Yeah, I guess so. It's gonna be his last time there, man, because we've already seen him get crushed 2 times. They might bring him back again. Who knows? So we'll move on to one that I don't care about this fight, but I am going to give you my read. We've got Gabriela Fernandez taking on crispy Carly Judice. And yeah, I look at the size difference here. Carly Judice, the taller girl, and she only has like 3 or 4, 5, I think 4 or 5 fights, but even though she's inexperienced, she's done really well against very experienced females. One notably the one on the Contender Series. So yeah, I know it's not the highest play in the world, probably by not that many people this weekend. Currently odds for this fight, plus 140 for Carly Crispy Judice. She is the underdog. Gabrielle Fernandez is a minus 166. Yeah, once again, I don't feel strong about this fight, but I'm going to go with the girl that I've seen do well in her few fights and just has to be improving at this point. And it's women's MMA. So the dog wins a lot of the time just because she's the dog. So give me the dog, Carly Judice, to win this fight via decision. And for her to win this fight via points is plus 220, but probably not going to be bet that one. And I recommend you not either. So we'll move on to the next one. If you guys don't have anything to say about this one. Weston Wilson lost to a 13-20 guy. Dude, I'm surprised he's won any fights, LED Pain. I don't know how. Yeah. So up next, we got one of my favorite plays on the card. It is Nate Mayhem Manus, and he is going to be taking on Jimmy the Brick Flick. That was, I think, after he weighed in, he flipped off the scales. So apparently he may have had a rough weight cut. Nate Manus just absolutely massive for 125, but we've got a bigger 125er on the card, and we'll get to that one. Yeah, I don't even know. Currently odds for this fight, plus 420 for Jimmy the Brick Flick, minus 560 for Nate Mayhem Manus. The line is just getting absolutely blown out. I personally think Nate Manus knocks out Jimmy Flick in the first round. And for that to happen, Nate Manus round 1 KO is plus 120. But once again, if you want to just cover yourself, be a little bit safe, Nate Manus to win in round 1 or 2 is minus 210. And the fight to go under a round and a half is minus 196. I don't hate any of those plays. Just if you do like Jimmy Flick, I personally think he gets absolutely demolished in the first round by Nate Manus. But hey, I've seen crazier things. But one of my strongest opinions this weekend. This fight not happening anymore. Josh Van weighed in to gear, looked like death up there. So the fight is off, is not happening. So we'll get ready for the next one, and we'll see if you guys got anything to say about Mayhem Manus versus Jimmy the Brick. Jose Johnson versus Manus, if they both win, feels like a total. Yeah. I mean, they are both massive. Both fought at 135, and I believe have had wins at 130. I know Mayhem Manus has, but I'm not sure if Jose Johnson had any wins at 135 in the UFC or not off the top of my head. Yeah, with that being said, we have got Adam Fugit taking on Josh Quinlan. Another one that I see a lot of people this week on the Adam Fugit side, and I thought Adam Fugit was going to be much taller than Josh Quinlan. And when I saw the face-off, I got so much more confident because Josh Quinlan looks to be the taller guy and the more muscular guy, and we know he has power. So for this one, currently odds for this fight, minus 124, Josh Quinlan, and plus 106 for Adam Fugit. I do like Josh Quinlan to knock out Adam Fugit in one of the first 2 rounds. just because that's what Josh Quinlan does. And if it ends up going late, it wouldn't surprise me if Adam Fugit was able to maybe steal the end of the second round and the third round and maybe able to get a decision win. Maybe Quinlan just gets a little tired like midway through the second. But I personally think Josh Quinlan's probably going to blast Adam Fugit in probably the first round. Josh Quinlan KO round 1 or 2 is plus 210. But I do know Josh Quinlan is a black belt. So if you just want to cover yourself, do Josh Quinlan round 1 or 2 is plus 185. But once again, it wouldn't surprise me if Adam Fugit ended up sneaking out a decision here. Don't feel the most confident about that fight. So we got her. Let's make sure you guys don't have anything to say about that one. He did. Oh yeah, that's who it was. Chad and Helliker. Yeah, and let's go on to Jose Johnson versus Asu. Oh, we got 2 pictures of Jose Johnson there. Taking on Asu Amabayev, and this face-off is absolutely hilarious. It's like you're like just scrolling. Like, who's he looking at? Yeah, the 6 foot versus I think 5'4". Yeah, this is like me fighting my girlfriend. Yeah, I picked Jose Johnson earlier in the week just because I was like, if he makes weight, it's going to be an issue because there's no 6 foot 125ers. Like, who is he getting ready against for him? So, man, I personally think we got a big dog that has a chance to come through. And I know a lot of people probably on Jose Johnson, so it's not too surprising. But Asu Amabayev minus 550, the favorite, and Jose Johnson plus 390, the dog. Yeah, probably going to be terribly wrong. You probably shouldn't bet this fight. But Jose Johnson plus 390, I'm picking Jose Johnson to win. And just getting a little bit fancy, if you even want to do Jose Johnson to win by points, which I do like, is currently plus 1,000. It's worth like $10, like $10 to win 100 if Jose Johnson wins via points or wins a decision. That would be absolutely nuts. What if he just stays at distance, just jabs him all 3 rounds? Asu can't get in, and it's an easy decision win for Jose Johnson. How crazy would that be? And plus 1,000 odds. I'm not saying, go mortgage your house and throw it on there, but it's worth $5-10 to throw it at it, in my opinion. So give me Jose Johnson to win this fight via points. The UFC should sell those hats. They should sell a lot of hats, to be honest. They would probably make quite a bit of money. So we'll move on to the next one. That is Garrett Armfield taking on Brady Heathstand, another one that I know I'm against a lot of people this week on this one because I think a lot of people just high on Garrett Armfield after his win against Brad Katona last. But yeah, I give Brad Katona shit all the time for just doing the absolute bare minimum to win any fight. So Brady Heathstand, we know, is like a dog on a bone if he grabs you. That dude will not let you go, and you are going to the ground. We know he has 3-round cardio, and we know he has a chin. Not the chin that he's not going to not get knocked down, because he gets knocked down every single fight. But the dude's tough. He's able to recover quickly and get back to what he was doing. So I see a lot of people on Garrett Armfield this week. He is the favorite, minus 205 for Garrett Armfield. Brady Heathstand plus 164. I am on Brady Heathstand to win this fight via decision. Brady Heathstand to win this fight via points is plus 260. And if you want to be just a little bit more confident. I don't know what my dog's doing out there. If you want to be just a little bit more confident in yourself, Brady Heathstand 3 or decision is plus 220. I don't hate that. Wait, what's the difference between him 3 or decision and just decision? I feel like I just said. Yeah, plus 260 and plus 2. Yeah, I will just do 3 or decision. It's not too much different there. Yeah, give me the dog, Brady Heathstand, to win this fight via decision. So we'll get the next one pulled up and see if you guys got anything to say about this fight. Nope. So we'll move on to the next one, which is Lucas Almeida taking on Josh, or this isn't Josh Cool. This is Timmy Kumba. I don't know why I thought he was fighting. Why was I looking up Josh Coolabau? I have no idea. Well, the last names kind of sound familiar. Kumba, Coolabau. It is what it is. Timmy Kumba taking on Lucas Almeida. Yeah. A lot less confident in this fight, to be honest, because I did pick Timmy Kumba to win this fight over Lucas Almeida. I just picked him to win via decision with absolutely no confidence. But Lucas Almeida, he's pretty good. D Rose did pick Lucas Almeida for the pick champ this week, so it is one that D Rose is confident in. So I don't feel the greatest about this fight, but I do know Timmy Kumba is a dog and he has good striking. But Lucas Almeida is like, it's like pulling a rabbit out of a hat. If he's going to win, he's going to pull a sub out of nowhere, or he's going to pull some like spinning back elbow shit out of absolutely nowhere. But I am going Timmy Kumba to win this fight. He is a minus 192 favorite. Lucas Almeida plus 154 the dog. Give me Timmy Kumba to win this fight. See, it's sketchy. It's sketchy because could he finish Lucas Almeida in the second round just because Lucas does some dumb shit? Yeah. Give me Timmy Kumba to win this fight, 3-order decision at plus 180. Don't feel the greatest about that one, though. So we'll get ready for the next one. Nothing on that one. We'll get ready. Miles Chapo Johns taking on Douglas De Silva, D'Andrade. Yeah. This is like the Spider-Man meme. I said this Wednesday on the podcast. It's like the same fighter, but one's a lot younger than the other one. So give me the younger fighter to win this fight via points. 3-order decision because maybe Andrade, he's getting up there. And Miles Johns can crack. This fight is close enough, so I personally think Miles Johns wins this fight. So minus 144, I don't hate that, but I personally think he wins via points. So give me Miles Johns by points at plus 150. But yeah, I don't know. Kind of a sketchy fight. Could go either way. We got another picture of Douglas Andrade. So it is main event time where we have Tatsuro Taira taking on Alex Perez. And yeah, I think this is another one this week where I didn't see too many people on Alex Perez. Everyone's just like, yeah, Alex Perez is going to get subbed. When I have been a notorious Alex Perez hater over all of his fights, really. And over his past few fights, I think I'm kind of turning. And you look at Edgar Chairez versus Tatsuro Taira, didn't look great. He doesn't have the best striking defense in the world. And, you know, fighters about the same size. Yeah, I don't hate Alex Perez, especially as the dog here. Alex Perez plus 168, the dog. Tatsuro Taira minus 210, your favorite. Yeah, I don't hate Alex Perez later in the fight. Alex Perez 4-5 or decision is plus 330, but man, Alex Perez might knock this kid out. Alex Perez by knockout is plus 470. So yeah, give me Alex Perez to win this fight. I don't exactly know how. I do think it's probably later on because I do know Taira can go 3 rounds. But yeah, maybe later on in the fight, Alex Perez just puts a beating on him and finishes the kid, gives him the vet lesson. But yeah, I know a lot of people not going to be with me on that one, but I am going Alex Perez in the main event. So with that being said, that's all the fights. Let's see if you guys got anything to say about them. And if not, then let's see here. Oh, I'm back a few. Hard to pick your winner here. Yeah, I'm not sure which one I was on. Who's your favorite fighter on the card? Probably to win. It's I'm about to give you that like right now, to be honest, because I have a parlay. I have a 3-leg parlay. I think Josephine wins. I think Nate Maness wins, and I think Jack Asaragi wins. But Nate Maness money line is kind of just absolute minus 560 now. I don't want to parlay a minus 500. I definitely have Johns winning this one too. All right, all right. Also, Miles, good pick. I thought he could have beaten, dude. Right? It was a close fight, man. It was a close fight. So let's get in the change to the cheddar. This is I think this week I have 4 parlays. As I said, not the biggest betting card for me. Usually I'm able to take the fights, put my prediction for every fight on the card, and it's usually like a 12-leg parlay, 12-leg parlay, and it's usually like 20 cents to win like $998,000 on FanDuel because it won't let me win over 1 million for some reason. So I could only put like, 20 cents on it or some shit like that. But this week, I did like I did it for just the what if, and the payout at the end was like $2,000. I was like, oh man, this is not the best betting weekend. So even if I'm completely correct this week, I'll still have to have a day job because I'm not even going to win that much. There is no retirement parlay this week, unfortunately, with my reads. But with that being said, let's get into my strongest reads. And my first parlay, I don't bring you guys many $25 parlays here. So this week we have one $25 parlay, we have one $10 parlay, and 2 $5 parlays. So our first parlay is $25. It is a 3-leg. It's Josephine Newton to win via round 3 or by decision at minus 130. Jack Asaragi KO in round 1 or 2, and Nate Maness KO round 1 or 2. Yeah, $25 on that to win $118.25. It is plus 372. Yeah, that's probably the biggest parlays that I really make because $25, I'm not really willing to lose that much, but that's my read for this weekend. Those are my 3 strongest reads. This right here, I do believe all of these happens. And yeah, that's why I put my biggest bet on it. So we got our $10 parlay here. It is a 6-leg Josephine Newton money line. It is Ezekiel Costa versus Shailene Norton-Becky to start round 3 at minus 196. Jack Asaragi to win around 1 or 2 at minus 210. Nate Maness to win around 1 or 2, also at minus 210. Douglas De Silva de Andrade versus Miles Johns to start round 3 at minus 235. And Alex Perez versus Tatsuro Taira to start round 3 at minus 190. $10 on that is $107.41. So those are my 2 that I feel like we should win. We're betting like $40, $35. Let's win those 2 and win $200. That's what I'm hoping. Because now we're going to get a little crazy. We got 2 $5 ones. And this is where we can win the most. So let's get into them. First one is a 7-leg, $5 to win $1,657. It's Josephine Newton to win by points. Ezekiel Costa, 3 or decision. Carly Judice versus Gabrielle Fernandez to start round 3. Josh Quillen to knock out Adam Fugit at plus 155. Brady Heaston to win by points at plus 260. Timmy Kumba, 3 or decision at plus 180. And ending it out, it's Miles Johns, 3 or decision at plus 115. $5 on that if we hit them all. It's $1,657. And our biggest one this week, we can't win both the $5 ones. I'm just going to give it to you like that. That was the one where I personally think it's going to happen. Now, this is the one where, hey, it could go this way. This is our doggy decision parlay. $5 on a 4-leg. Carly Judice, 3 or decision, plus 190. Jose Johnson, 3 or decision at plus 800. Brady Heastan, 3 or decision at plus 220. And Alex Perez, 4-5 or decision at plus 330. It would be wild if it happened. Well, actually, no, I think I had Adam Fugit in this and I took him out because I was like, you know what? Nah, we ain't picking Adam Fugit. So we could win both of these, to be honest. And let's do that. Yeah, $5 on this to win $1,795 and 68 cents. 4 legs plus 35,813. $5. It's 4 legs. Can we do it this weekend? I can only hope so. But you see how much I'm betting. 5, 10, occasionally $25 here and there. I'm not betting a lot. I'm only betting money I can afford to lose because at the end of the day, it is a fist fight and we all know what can happen. So with that being said, let's get into the prize for the weekly Predict the Fight game this week. So the prize this week, well, I didn't mean to move myself. I was trying to minimize myself. So the prize for this week, I do apologize, you guys. It's not the best stack of cards, to be honest, because you guys know I do like to try to include cards of people that are fighting, but I feel like a lot of fighters this weekend just don't have cards because they're new. But yeah, I did what I could. So not the best one this week, but I promise you guys, it'll be well worth it because next week is going to be a legit week. Because even though Hamzat's no longer fighting, I think I'm still going to have some Hamzat cards in there. So with that being said, let me a little bit smaller. Let's take a look at the prize this week. We've got a silver rated rookie from 2023 Panini Optic, silver rated rookie for Nate Mayhem Manus. From 2024 Chrome, we've got the sepia rookie card for Josh Quinlan. We've got a negative refractor for Shylin Nordebecki, also his rookie card here. We've got a rookie from 2023 Prism for Lucas Almeida in the silver. And we also have the purple out of 149. Purple out of 149. And then we have 2 Lucas Almeida from 2023 Select. This is the maroon parallel, also going to be a rookie card out of 149. And then the orange is out of 49. So if you're a Lucas Almeida fan, a bunch of Lucas Almeida cards. And then because I didn't have that many fighters to include for this week, I did put 3 autographs. Not the best autographs in the world, but hey, it's 3. One of which is, if you can remember, I don't know if many of you were UFC fans when this guy was fighting, but he is Mike Slow Rodriguez. This is from 2020 Topps flagship, and it is card 25 of 25. So it is the bookend for Mike Slow Rodriguez. A lot of you guys probably have no idea who that is. But our second autograph is a Boss Rutan autograph. It is from 2023 Prism. So Legends autograph, Boss Rutan. And our last one is going to be a blonde Brunson, Derek Brunson, from 2023 Chronicles. It's not the red one. It's just the regular base one from Hobby. So if you guys counted those, I believe it's 10 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So with that being said, the fight to predict for this week is going to be the main event between Taira and Alex Perez. So just like always, please keep an eye out on the community tab for my members only. This is for the members only Predict the Fight. If you would like to win all 10 of these cards, keep an eye out on the community tab after the podcast tonight. I'm here alone because my girlfriend flew home to Texas to go pick up her mother and come back this way. So I'm going to be alone for a couple days. So I'm going to do it right after the podcast tonight. It's going to be Taira versus Alex Perez. Check out the community tab. It'll be a little screenshot of their face-off. And just like always, the rules and instructions are up there. Predict the fight as it always. You guys know what it is at this point. So with that being said, if you guys don't have anything, well, I should probably check the comments. Here we go. On DraftKings, draw is plus 500, plus 5,000 every fight. I'm going to put $1 on and see if even one draw you get $50. Dude, it's worth it because at worst, you'll lose $11. You know, it's probably worth it. Matt, I got your cards today in the mail. Thanks again. Hell yeah. Glad you got them, Lens of the Rock. That's what's up, brother. I remember Mike Rodriguez elbow over Marcin. All right, cool. I'm glad someone remembers Mike Rodriguez. 3 autos, still a sick prize. I'll keep my eye on the community tab. Hell yeah. All right. Have a blessed weekend, boys. Good shit as always. I appreciate all of you guys. So with that being said, thank you all for stopping by here, hanging out with me. And if you want to win those cards, check out the community tab right after the podcast tonight. I just got to screenshot it and post it up there. But with that being said, if you guys haven't already, please do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up button for your boy. And remember, at the end of the day, it's a fist fight and anything can happen. So please don't be betting any money that you can't afford to lose because these fights this weekend in specific are very, very sketchy. I'm going to leave it like that. Next weekend will be much better. So with that being said, tons of news going to be on the podcast this upcoming Wednesday. So if you guys want to hear mine and D-Rose reaction to all the change-ups for all the fights falling out and new fights coming in, make sure to check us out Wednesday at 8:30. But I will see you guys for the recap for this show on Monday at 9 p.m. So with that being said, I truly appreciate you guys for stopping by and hanging out with me here tonight. I'm going to get out of here. Peace.